It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo parade for 5. What big teeth a hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl. What a special day this is. We're about to choose. We're about to find out who will be the first of the 4 semifinalists in this year's elementary school competition. Both the teams you're about to meet have won multiple times. They're battling out today for the chance to become that first semifinalist. Let's meet today's teams. First from Beacon Heights, would you say hello to Anna Trong, Omar Pierre, and Jaime Martinez? And from Magnolia, would you welcome to the program Christina Ata Sofo, Delilah Holloman, and Alessandra Martinez Palma. And now here are the categories of questions we use on the Science Bowl.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's science potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, we arrange our game board according to question difficulty. Easier questions on the left worth 5 and 10 points. Tougher ones, 15, 20, ultimately 25, the toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points. No penalties ever for incorrect answers. Into the 2 rounds, we will have the first of our 4 semifinalists. 2 great teams here today. Let's go find out if everything is working properly. Omar, would you try the red team's buzzer? Sounds good. Your light looks good. Good luck to you, Anna, and to Jaime. And Delilah, how about the green team? It too seems A-OK over there. Good luck to you, to Alessandra, and to Christina. Congratulations to both of you for making it this far in the competition. May the better team win. We go alphabetically B before M, so Beacon Heights and Omar. Let's play the bowl.
Body systems for 20.
Body systems for 20 points. Teams, if you fall down and you hurt your shoulder or your ankle or your elbow, but you don't break the bones, simply move them to a different place, you are said to do this to the bone. Beacon Heights. What you got? You rang in? What do you want to tell me, Omar?
Fracture?
No, you didn't fracture it. Delilah?
Locate?
You have dislocated that bone. Exactly right. It is not as painful. Well, it can be as painful as a break, but it is. The treatment is usually easier and recovery is easier. Go green.
Science potpourri for 20.
Potpourri for 20 points. Teams, some animals, most animals, hunt for their own food. But there are certain animals that are known as kleptoparasites. They don't hunt for their own food. They do this.
Scavenge.
Delilah?
Scavenge.
They say what?
Scavenge.
Gather it?
Scavenge.
Scavenge. No, good try. Nope. Beacon Heights, if you are a kleptoparasite, listen carefully. If you are a kleptoparasite, you're an animal. You don't hunt for your own food. You do this.
You leech off of other animals' food?
Which is called what?
Leeching?
Say?
Leeching?
They steal it. They steal it. A lot of birds, they'll dive bomb another bird and they'll harass it so much until they drop the fish and they grab it. So they steal it. Kleptomania. Try again, green.
Magnolia. Dateline Science for 20.
Dateline for 20 points. Teams, a lot of famous people. Albert Einstein, Tom Cruise, Whoopi Goldberg, Jay Leno, suffer from this, which is a difficulty reading. Beacon Heights.
Dyslexia?
Dyslexia, absolutely right. Jaime, thank you for your help on that. Go red.
Body systems for 15.
Body systems for 15 points, rather. If a mammal ovulates, what is it doing? Careful the way you say it. If an animal ovulates, what is it doing, Beacon Heights?
Like Shedding its ovules.
Shedding its ovules. Explain more. Not quite. Not quite, Magnolia. If a mammal ovulates, what is it doing?
Giving birth.
No, it is releasing its eggs. It's not laying eggs, it's releasing its eggs. Go again, please. Red.
Zuperate for 15.
Zuperate for 15 points is a visual question. Look at the monitor in the studio, please. This large bird, it's extinct. It's known as a moa, was known as a moa, M-O-A, was a flightless bird. But unlike any other flightless bird that ever lived or is alive today, this one was known as an apteryx, A-P-T-E-R-Y-X, meaning this bird actually had no what? Magnolia.
Wings?
It had no wings, yes. All the other flightless birds have at least little wings, even though they're not functional. This bird had no wings. Good answer, Delilah. Go.
Green things for 20.
Green things 20 is another visual question. Beacon Heights, visual question again. Look at the monitor. I'm taking you to a swamp in southern Maryland filled with cypress trees. And those little bumps sticking above the water are helping that plant actually get some oxygen. Those bumps have what same name as your body's patellar joint? Magnolia. They are known as Beacon Heights. They are known as, since they have the same name as your patellar joint, those are known as the cypress trees what?
Knee pad?
Knee pads or knees, absolutely right. The patella is the kneecap. And I said, oh my goodness, I didn't believe myself. She helped with that. Thank you, Anna. Go, Omar.
Body systems for 25.
Body systems for 25 points. Teams, if you are suffering from ulcerative colitis, C-O-L-I-T-I-S, what body organ is affected? For 25 points, Delilah.
Stomach.
Not the stomach, good try. Ulcerative colitis. What body organ is affected? Beacon Heights, any idea?
The colon.
The colon, absolutely right. The large intestine. Jaime, you stepped up again. Colitis comes from colon. Good answer. Good. Score, 90 Beacon Heights. Magnolia, 85. Oh, actually, Beacon Heights is up to 115. Omar, you choose.
Let's get physical for 20.
Physical for 20 points. All right, Deebs, this is very interesting. If you're trying to generate alternating current, you have an alternator. But if you're trying to generate this kind of current, yes, Beacon Heights. Direct current, you call it a dynamo. You got that right. That buzzer says we've come to the end of this first round. It has been a good game. Our score at this juncture is Beacon Heights 135, Magnolia 85, and we'll be back with the second part of this important game in just a moment. Don't go away. And welcome back to Science Bowl. Boy, if you're watching us for the first time, you're seeing a great game. And you're seeing an important game because one of these two grade schools is going on to be the first of our semifinalists in this elementary competition. We've been doing this for 34 years, and you can see the kind of talent that we have here in Prince George's schools. Omar, let's find out a little bit about your school. Some people don't know anything about Beacon Heights. It is actually up there. You've got a lighthouse up there in Riverdale. Who's your principal?
Miss Walker.
Miss Walker, and she's here, and she is so proud of you guys, and there's a long history of Science Bowl success over at Beacon Heights, and you're continuing that tradition. Who's your sponsor?
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is a coach's coach. He is filled with so much enthusiasm, and I know how hard he has worked with you guys. And I know you've got a whole long list of alternates. Can you try to name them for me?
We have Hector, Kaylin, Isis, Malaman, Caesar, Victoria, and Kaylin.
Wow, you made that look easy, and they all appreciate you mentioning their names. We'll bring them out in a few moments' time here. Beacon Heights, you have a relatively new media center over there, and I remember when that was open for the first day, the beautiful colors and the new books. What else is neat about Beacon Heights?
A lot of the teachers are dedicated, and we always strive to work harder.
Strive to work harder. That's very important. Yeah, don't be satisfied with the status quo. Always try to go to the next level. Omar, you're a very smart young man. How do you know so much science?
Usually I just study at home.
Yeah? Well, it's evident that that is working. And your career goal?
I want to become either a video game designer or a writer for chapter books.
Wonderful. And you're a very literate man. And this young fella has been in the county's spelling bee last year, and he'll be back again this year. And that's a very small group of elite spellers. And we wish you luck, Omar. Jaime, nice to have you here. How do you know so much about science? Because you do.
I usually go on YouTube and I watch many YouTubers who cover many things like things that you would never think that there was science behind, like magnets, light, electricity, and space science and stuff like that.
Absolutely right. And yeah, YouTube, you can find just about anything you want on there. If you want to fix something, don't call the repairman. You can find out how to do it yourself if you look on YouTube, which is a lot of science behind there. And you want to do something very interesting. What do you want to do, Jaime?
I want to become a famous comic maker and an architect.
Yeah, an architect and a comic maker. What's your favorite comic, if you had to pick one?
I'd say The Amazing Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is good, yeah. In comic strips, I like Sherman's Lagoon. That's kind of fun to watch and read sometimes. Anna, nice to have you here. How do you know so much science? You are good.
I just happen to read a lot, so I just know all the information from reading a lot.
Every student should listen to you because reading really opens all kinds of doors. If you're a reader, you're going to be a good student, and you obviously are. What do you want to do someday, Anna?
I want to be an actress.
An actress? Wow. Comedic? Dramatic?
I don't know.
You don't know. No. Do you have a favorite actress? Who would that be?
Emma Watson.
Oh, absolutely right. Yes, indeed. Keep up your good playing. Let's go to Magnolia. Delilah, tell us about Magnolia. You told me on a previous show that this school has gone green big time. What kinds of green things do you do at Magnolia?
Well, we recycle and we...
Is there any kind of solar panels to generate power over there? Maybe not that. I know some of these green schools, they have waterless commodes in the bathrooms and recycled materials that are used in some of the parts of the building there. Who's your principal?
Dr. Gillens.
Dr. Gillens, and she is here, and she is wearing those same great shirts there that say science. Who made those shirts for you?
Mr. Yorkman.
I'm sorry?
Mr. Yorkman.
Very nice, yeah. He is here. He'll be out in just a few moments' time with your coach, the one and only Mr. Robert Allen, who thought he was going to retire. Boy, we couldn't let him retire. He had to stay with the school system here. We're so lucky about that. Any alternates on your team? Can you give me their first names?
We have Anya and Nora.
They'll be out in a few moments' time. What do you want to do someday, Delilah?
I want to be a psychiatrist.
So, yeah, we were talking about that before. The great mystery of the human mind. And you're going to be good because you're a good listener. And that's going to be very important when you get to that point in your career. Alessandra, nice to have you here. Tell us about your Venus flytraps. Do you have one or do you have more?
I have a whole bunch of them. I have around 15 to 20.
Wow. And if memory serves me correctly, they only grow in like in a swamp area in North Carolina. They're very restricted geographically. Have you ever found them growing naturally around here?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. What do you want to do someday? Do you want to be a professional botanist?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Wow. It'd be great to work at like the U.S. Botanic Garden or the National Arboretum. You know, boy, you would be in heaven if you were at a place like that. Mm-hmm. Christina, nice to have you here today. Future pediatrician, yeah? How do you know how much the science that you do know? Because you know a lot.
I like to watch the Science Bowl videos to learn more.
Yeah. You like to watch the Science Bowl videos? And you're not tired of listening to me by now? I mean, I'm glad you watch, and that is a great way to prepare for this competition. All right, guys, you ready for the next one, the long haul? You ready to do this? Let's do it. Our score is 135 Beacon Heights, 85 Magnolia Lex. We have lots of points to give away, so Omar, start us.
Body systems for 10.
Body systems for 10 points. Teams, even if it's not hot and you have not been exercising, if you are stressed like you might be right now, yes, Magnolia?
Sweating?
Yes, you would break into a cold sweat. Absolutely right, which you are not doing. You're cool as a cucumber over there, which sounds like a green thing question. Go green.
Let's get physical for 15.
Physical for 15 points. All right, team. If you watch Jurassic World, the gyrospheres were what the two boys rode in. They were based on a gyroscope, which rotates in 3 different dimensions. Spell gyroscope.
Gyroscope.
Magnolia.
Gyroscope. G-Y-R-O-S-C-O-P-E. YROSCOPE.
Yes, ma'am. Nicely done. Good. You get those points. Green team, go.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri for 25. The big one in that category, teams, is as follows. In mythology, there was a fearsome creature by the name of Cerberus. He was a tricephalic canine.
He was a 3-headed dog.
Yes, he was a 3-headed dog. That's just what I wanted to hear. Thank you, Alessandro, for your help there. Go. Green.
Zoo parade for 20.
Zoo parade for 20. Check that score. Beacon Heights, 135. Magnolia, 135. This is Zoo Parade for 20 points. Teams, those terrible Australian fires have killed a lot of marsupials, kangaroos and koalas. They also have killed, those fires, animals like echidnas and platypuses that are not marsupials, they're monotremes, meaning those mammals do what? Magnolia.
They lay eggs.
Yes, they do. They are egg layers. Good answer. Good. Go.
Green leaf for 25.
Green things for 25, did you say? Green things for 25 points. All right, teams, simple question. Be very specific in your answer. All plants are positively geotropic, meaning they all do this. They are positively geotropic. Beacon Heights, what does that mean they do? Yes, sir.
Pastor Jaime.
Jaime,
They grow
how?
by sending the roots down into the soil and their stems growing upward.
Why are they going the directions they're going?
Because of gravity.
That's what I want to hear. Yes, indeed. Positively geotropic is growing toward gravity. I knew you had something in there. Go red.
Zoo parade for 25.
Zoo parade for 25. Big one in that category. Teams, you know, it breaks one's heart to hear on television when dogs are left out in the cold by their owners, or they're starved, or they're abused. There's an organization called PETA, P-E-T-A, that is concerned about animal abuse. I'll give you 25 points if you can tell me what that acronym stands for. P-E-T-A. Beacon Heights. Tough question. What you got?
Pastor Jaime.
Pet Endurance Training Association.
I like that, but that's not quite right. Good try. Magnolia, can you tell me what PETA stands for? P-E-T-A. People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Tough question. Go red. Omar.
Science potpourri for 15.
Potpourri for 15 points. Teams, there is a game played called Animal, Vegetable, or This, because calcium is both a chemical element and one of these that is used for nutrition. A what? Yes, ma'am.
A protein?
Not a protein. Good try. Animal, vegetable, or like a chemical element, but also a nutrient, like calcium.
Oh.
A mineral. A mineral. Go again, red.
Let's get physical for 25.
Physical for 25 points. Teams, you're in the kitchen. You've got a pot of boiling water. You keep boiling it, no matter how high you turn that heat. The temperature of that water will never go above what? Beacon Heights.
The boiling point?
Which is?
212 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's what I want to hear. Got yourself the points. Go red.
Dateline science for 15.
Dateline science for 15 points. Recently, there were a series of earthquakes in Puerto Rico, and the one earthquake struck strongest in a town called Guanica. The place where an earthquake is strongest is known as this. Epicenter. Beacon Heights.
Epicenter?
Epicenter, that's it. Good. Red, go.
Zoo parade for 10.
Zoo parade, 10 points. Teams, what same word means scattered rubbish on a street? Yes. Beacon Heights.
Debris?
Not debris. Category, zoo parade. Let me finish for Magnolia. What same word means scattered garbage on a street? And a new group of newly born puppies.
Litter.
A litter, that's what I want to hear. Go green.
Dateline
We'll
science.
turn that light out for the green team, and we'll let Delilah pick. Go.
Dateline science for 25.
Dateline science for 25 points. Team's a two-part answer. There is a lunar mineral, one found on the moon. It is called armalcolite. It is named for the 3 men from Apollo 11 who went to the moon for the first time? Give me 2. Give me 2.
Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin is the other one, yes, and Michael Collins, yes. A-R-M-A-L-N-C-O. Armalcolite. Good. Go. Green.
Green things for 15.
Again?
Green things for 15.
Green things for 15 points. Teams, this boundary on a mountain is the place where trees cannot grow above. What do we call that boundary on the mountain? Beacon Heights.
The peak?
Not the peak. Magnolia, the boundary on a mountain above which trees will not grow. It's called the timber line or the tree line. Go again, Green. You're 10 points behind. 200 to 190. Go.
Green things for 10.
Green things for 10 points. Teams, your question is as follows. Charles Darwin called bamboo an arborescent grass because it looked like a what? It looked like a what, Magnolia?
A tree.
A tree, yeah. Arborescent from arbor. Good. Go.
Science potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. All right, teams. Hot air balloons. The bigger the balloon, the higher it can go because the air inside, if there's a lot of it, is less what? It is less what, Beacon Heights?
Dense.
Dense, that's it. Good. Go.
Let's get physical for 5.
Let's get physical for 5 points. Teams, this is the 100th anniversary of Ernest Rutherford discovering this subatomic particle that stars on the Cartoon Network with a guy named Jimmy. Magnolia.
Neutron?
Jimmy Neutron is right. Yes, good. Go Green.
I love
Let's
Jimmy
get physical
Neutron.
for 10.
Let's get physical for 10 points. That was for 10 points. Here we go. In England, they will not allow American chicken to be brought in because we bleach our chickens with this chemical that is used as a swimming pool disinfectant. Chlorine. Beacon Heights.
Chlorine?
Chlorine, that's right. The British do not want to eat chlorinated chicken. Go Red.
Daylight signs for 5.
Dateline signs for 5 points. Teams, when Prince Harry and Meghan decided not to be royal, people said it was earth-shaking. In fact, some people said that the earth wobbled on this, yes, Beacon Heights.
Axis?
On its axis, exactly right. Go Red.
Daylight signs for 10.
Daylight signs for 10 points. McDonald's has a new meatless burger called a PLT. Now, a BLT is a bacon, lettuce, and tomato. A PLT
is
Magnolia.
Plants, lettuce, and tomato.
You got that right. P stands for plant. Go.
Science potpourri for 5.
Science potpourri for 5 points. Teams, at the Olympics in Tokyo this summer, most of the beds will be made of this, which is a very strong form of paper that is used to make boxes.
Cardboard.
Cardboard, exactly. The beds will be made of cardboard. Go.
Body systems for 5.
Body assistance for 5 points. Blame it on your gluteus maximus if you accidentally dial your phone. Beacon Heights?
Your butt?
With your butt. You butt dialed. That's it. Good. Go. Sorry about that.
Zuperate for 5.
Zuperate for 5 points. Teams, in the cartoons, this wily canine is often made to look stupid by a roadrunner.
Coyote?
Coyote is right. Absolutely right. And we have 3 questions left. Delilah, you choose.
Green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. Teams, America's 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, was born in a cabin made of these green things. Magnolia.
Logs?
Logs. He was born in a log cabin. Yeah. Body systems for 5 points. Last question of the game. We have a tie score. 230 all. This will decide the game. Body systems. I'm sorry? Oh, it's gone. So that light should not have been on. Okay, so the game, all right, we are tied. We will go to a tiebreaker here. Hold on just 1 second. All right, the first correct answer will win the game. in our national park called the Great Smoky Mountain National Park in Tennessee. What looks like fog is yes, Magnolia.
What's it called? Mist?
Not mist. Beacon Heights. What looks like fog in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park is actually water vapor that is produced by the plants themselves through this T-initialed process.
Typhooning?
Typhooning?
No, transpiration. Transpiration was the right answer. Next question. The periodic table of elements, which is 150 years old this year, recently had 5 new elements added. One was named for our state, whose postal abbreviation is T. Magnolia.
MD?
No, not MD. Beacon Heights. One of the newest elements on the periodic table was named for one of our states, whose postal abbreviation is TN.
Tennessee?
Tennessee is right. Tennesseum is the new element. And Beacon Heights, you are our winner. We will be right back. Don't go away. Congratulations, everybody. And welcome back, everybody. You know, the actual final is going to be anticlimactic after what we just witnessed here. Sudden death hardly ever happens here on the Science Bowl. Boy, does that testify to the skill of these two teams. They are both winners. Let's have a round of applause for everybody here. For everybody here. That last question means Beacon Heights, you are our first semifinalist. Anna, Omar, Jaime, and all, you heard them all back there, all from Beacon Heights. We've got Hector and Jaime, we've got Kaylin and Victoria and Omar and Caesar. Miss Walker here, she is smiling back there. We have Mr. Jason, we have the one and only Mr. Brown, and we even have Bill Nye, the science guy here, at least a cutout. And let's have another round of applause for that Magnolia team. Christina, Delilah, and Alessandra is over there. Magnolia, and also we have Nora over there. We have Anya. Their principal is over there, Miss Gillens, and also Mr. Yorkman and Mr. Allen. What a great team. We love Magnolia, and I know you're going to repeat as county champ in the next year, but not this year. You got the shot this time, Beacon Heights. We thank you for joining us today and hope to see you next time when we'll determine the second semifinalist. Until then, I'm Dave Zarin. Bye-bye.